It's a Sugar Mass Hump Day. 5 minutes after, clashing clocks over here again. One clock is saying 8:06, the other one is saying 8:05. But
so which one do you follow?
8:05 is
It's
the correct
8:05.
one.
Yes. It's on my iPad, 8:05.
There you go.
Okay. Poor AZ came in this morning with no energy, and he had a few days off.
He probably
What's wrong with him?
He jammed it out yesterday, probably.
In his bed, maybe, because we had a little discussion before we start, and he said he didn't go anywhere like myself. So good morning to the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. It's time for your island tea.
Good morning to everybody. Good morning. You know, just those days when during these times, it's just the unpredictable times. You know, there are times that they have, like for today's a working day, but yesterday was just a holiday, and the day before was a holiday, and then after you go back into a holiday, so it's on and off work holiday, on and off work holiday.
Azard wants structure, y'all. He wants it to move according. Azard seemed to love work and no break. Okay.
No, I'm not saying. Is that when you get used to one thing, you have to flip another. Like I got used to just staying in and sleeping for the mornings, and then I have to flip it back into the day.
Like waking up early.
So
okay, I get it.
No, I like waking up early, but it's just the concentration is the flipping. So you had 5 days. We had 5 days off. So we had some days. We had Monday off in terms of island tea, and so now we have to go back into that routine, and then by next week again we have to go the same thing again, and then go back in the routine. so my body already gone back into look at that extra hours.
Speaking of holidays, though, you guys know if they're giving a half day for kiddies Carnival. Usually it's like, how does that work?
You asked.
You asked a hard question there, boy. I'm not sure. I didn't even think about that. But why would they have people working though?
But usually it's a half day.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe folks don't take this particular advice from us. Maybe it's a half day. That's all we're saying. So guys.
So how is everyone enjoying the season, the holiday seasons? Christmas, New Year's is coming up. Everyone is going to be doing their New Year's resolution, becoming their brand new person for 2024.
Until March?
It's true. Until March.
Until March?
And then
guys,
people slack off.
Yeah, I just think we should just, whatever we're doing now, we should just carry it over.
Yeah.
No New Year's resolutions. Maybe we're going to do some new things, but let the new things just unfold. Don't write them down, and then by March we're not up to them. Make your vision board. Maybe write them down too. Let me not discourage you from writing down, but yeah. Don't drop off.
It's good to have an aspirational spirit at the beginning of the year, but at March most people
they're gone. Off. The gym is packed. The gym will be packed like how Juve was packed yesterday, and then by March empty.
Yeah, that's usually how it is.
Come on, guys. And then by October, you see everybody come back to get the Ultra or the
but it could be though
Lux body. It
could be though that maybe they wanted to lose a certain amount of weight, and then
you think that they accomplish it.
And then because a lot of times if you lose a target amount of weight and maybe you change, you worked out how I should be eating to maintain that kind of sweet spot.
I just listening to Jams stuff.
But Jams, you're supposed to exercise here.
He thinks I'm full of issue now.
I'm like, how is
I'm making excuses for them.
Yes, I'm just watching him, and I'm like, how long he gonna continue this? And then
he's saving
halfway through, he understands. Like, oh wow, I really had to pull this through.
Change my mind.
I'm there just watching him, like thinking, okay, then let's see how he's gonna conclude this one.
Actually, I want to put. I say, maybe I'm making excuses for these.
See, I love how Jamster and Azad know each other so well.
It crossed my mind for you. I said, maybe I'm making excuses.
Yeah, because once you stop Jamster, we all know. Once we stop anything, we put back on the weight, and the weight doesn't come back. Say we lost 10, it doesn't come back 10. But it comes back 15.
Luckily with me, I can lose weight really fast. If
I do not like gentlemen for that, because they lose their weight very fast, and us women have to suffer. Why?
Well, you just have to.
What do you do, Jamster?
Well, I mean, what I do is run. I run. I'm trying. I want to add a.
You eat clean.
You guys, but we eat healthy. But I mean, you hear me talking about the dumbbells and troubling Dominic about the dumbbells and so on. I actually wanted to buy. He's laughing. I wanted to to buy
because
some.
it's not the first time we ask him about
No,
the dumbbells.
no, but
Constantly ask him about the dumbbells.
no, but
which gives me evidence that he hasn't bought them
no,
yet.
no. Trust me,
Ooh.
Azard. I went on the website in November when the
Azard
last
is
time I
onto
asked them,
something.
and they had one dumbbell.
Mm-hmm.
I actually went. No, I've been up there and they said, "Oh, you just sold
But you
last
want me to
year."
tell you-
Oh, they had
you want
one.
me
I'm
tell
like,
you-
who's
you want me
buying
to tell
one
you-
dumbbell?
You want me to tell you where it has
So that
several
there's one
dumbbells?
left. You know what I
Maybe
mean?
there's somebody
Where?
that-
You
Where?
want me to tell you guys we
Where?
have several dumbbells?
Where?
The gym.
The gym.
Jamsy's trying to tell you get a
No,
membership.
I believe in vertical integration,
Okay.
meaning buy as much stuff as possible. I'll give you an example. I bought a belt, right? I tell you guys about the belt. Yeah, I
No.
bought the belt.
I haven't heard of the belt. You
haven't
mean
heard
the
about
gym
the
belt?
No, a belt, like a belt.
Okay.
A reversible belt. So what I
Okay.
did was, I said, okay, I want to carry it by Grant and let him do the punch because he needed more holes because it was too big, right?
Ooh la la.
So I had another belt that needed fixing. So I said, oh, let me take one and let him put a buckle on that. And then when I went into, I hope he's listening to me. He's gonna abuse me. So, so when I went in, I took out the new belt and the old belt, and then I said, wait, why don't I buy a punch? Because I do need a punch going forward. So just let him put the buckle on the old one. And that's what I did. I went and I bought a punch at Ace Hardware on Saturday.
Okay.
So try and get as much of that stuff as you can. Not obviously not. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a mechanic, for example, so I'm not gonna try to be a mechanic, right? But
Understood.
certain things, especially in my line of work, I mean, I definitely will need a punch going forward. So I said, rather than paying him to punch the belt, let me buy a punch, which is what I did.
Don't worry, Mr. Grant. He's gonna come back for something.
He's gonna abuse me when I go across now.
So, so many things have happened. You know, Juve was yesterday, Christmas was the day before, and we have some results here as it relates. I know persons would have, heard the results already. They were already advertised. All sorts of status was placed on the social media. There was even a blooper by WINNFM when they announced Grandmaster's showcase winning, and
Ooh.
you see how quickly persons screenshot that and circulated it.
Oh, you mean there was like in a text?
Yeah, no,
a
in
text
terms of the
blooper?
news, the news
audio?
article. Yes, no, the news article as in the caption.
Oh,
It
they
had
said, oh, really?
Grandmaster's
Oh, my God.
showcase wins, and it has been changed now.
Yeah. These
It's
things happen.
quickly how everyone snapped, and there was actually a meme. This song, "Give It to the Wrong Man." That song, right?
Ooh.
They had someone who changed it, and they said they give it to the wrong band.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
They're
That's a
very
good one.
creative. I
And
must
in
give
the
you guys
in the
that.
snap of the moment, they change up everything, and you just see all the memes. And then there was one person I saw placed on social media with a big eraser and said, "This is for the Carnival committee to erase mistakes." So he said, "It's a big eraser that says to erase big mistakes."
Oh,
But
Lord.
all that in fun. I wish to congratulate all of the winners for the Carnival. Winning road match, the Small Axe band with showcase, so Small Axe from Old Road. So, all of that,
They say
congratulations.
everything going to number 4 this year. So we're waiting to see if the Queen going number 4 as well.
So, congratulations to everybody. And I'm trying to look for, I know Kortensia, you sent it in. And so they had the category for the largest, the category of large Juve troops. You want to indicate and say what these results are?
So they were the Red Devils. They emerge as indisputable champions, securing the top position with an impressive score of 229 points. And they receive a well-deserved monetary prize. Then you had Chatterbox Juve. They claim the title of first runner-up with a total of 223 points. And then we have Extreme Juve, stood strong as the second runner-up, amassing a notable score of 191 points. Then within the small Juve troops category, we have the Small Axe Band Juve Warriors. Wow, so Small Axe was winning all around yesterday. They came first. Then we had Fantasy Juve. Congratulations, Nicole. She secured the first runner-up. And then we have Grandmasters Addicts. They earned the second runner-up position. And we know, as we say, the Road March competition, Small Axe Band, They won 816 points. We have Grandmasters Band. They came second with Happy, amassing a total of 751 points. And then we have New Vibes. They secured the third position with the vibrant song Ken and Barbie. And they had 740 points. So, wow.
And I gotta say, the prizes are decent. Nobody could argue about those. 20,000, 15,000, 1,000.
But then when you have to share them among so many of us, how much do we get?
No, but those bands, no more than 6 people. That's pretty decent, right?
6 into 10?
And but then I guess what
That's
happened?
a little bit.
Well, what happened to is that they've stopped. One of the band captains told me that they've stopped providing things like generators and so on. So
who provided that? The Carnival committee?
No, they don't do that anymore. That's
oh,
what I
so
was
they
told.
provided it. That's what I was trying to find out.
So also now I'm thinking that's probably one of the reasons why it has gone up. I'm pretty sure
you said gone up?
No, meaning the prices. The prices have. I don't think it was that. It wasn't $20,000. I don't think before. I could be wrong, but I don't.
No, 20 with 6 is a good amount, but 6 with 10 is.
Who's 10?
New Vibes. And we are just averaging that there's 6 persons in there. 6 into 10 is basically once, and then you just share the rest. Yeah, but I must say, congratulations to the revelers. They behaved excellently yesterday. It's like they listened to Dr. It's not like they listened to Dr. Lionel V. Rollins when he said, if you are naughty, you will spend some time at 1840. And nobody intended to go to 1840 yesterday. I also saw a classmate of mine, Delwyn Delaney. He posted on Facebook that that's the first time he was liming on 4th Street and he did not hear a band say, ease, behave yourself, no man. That's so good. And it's commendable that people went out to enjoy themselves and not to create any kind of problems. Mr. Monarch said as well that they would have had minor incidents, but nothing major. So that's very good.
That's really good. And, commendations to the revelers for keeping it, incident-free.
And classy.
Yes.
And 14 bands yesterday morning in Little St. Kitts.
Yes. You see the screenshot of the drone shot.
Yes.
Of many persons on the street.
Jeez. I looked at the stream, and especially at, what is it, Bonn?
Yes.
You saw that jam up? It's like nobody could have moved. And I swear people left their hi-fi or their band, and everybody was at Ken and Barbie because I like their little Ken was a black Ken.
Oh, yes.
And Barbie was the same color. That was hilarious, but that showed people stepped out yesterday morning to enjoy themselves and not cause problems or issues, and that's good. That's good.
Hoping that it maintains that way, just fun and carnival rivalry as it continues into the new year. Let's just and hopefully everyone is focused on all the positive and all the good things and not thinking about anything else. Is this the showcase that we are hearing behind? This is the road match.
And Soko Monarch as well.
Oh yes, yes.
So it's a winner all around, as I said.
And then I guess the name for the new flu that is gonna be approaching.
Showcase.
If it does showcase.
Actually, no. I'm thinking Pressure or Wrong Man.
But in the
it's the winning song.
And the winning song gets the name of
it's
the
the winning one.
No, because.
Jamsey, you change the rules like
No, because Showcase sounds too positive. And
no, well,
you know what I mean?
We are now showcasing the flu. You got the showcase.
No. I was thinking Wrong Man or Pressure.
No.
But yeah.
Showcase.
You
have the showcase?
You can't be happy, that's for sure.
No.
You have the happy.
Well, we see Small Axe Rascally won the Soca Monarch. They won the Small Juve Troop, and they also won the road match. So Small Axe tearing up. Small Axe literally creep up, Watch the creep. Small Axe. Nobody. I swear nobody had Small Axe in the run-ins. That's just me.
I know.
Everybody was talking about Ken and Barbie and Happy.
And Happy.
And Small Axe just
even
creep
Wrong
up
Man
on them. But Wrong Man isn't Small Axe too?
No, Wrong Man is Grandmasters.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
And so
you see how I don't know whose song is whose?
And Small Axe creeped up on them. It's like, watch you creep up.
Seamless thing. Small Axe creep up and showcase. Look at that.
And the funny thing is, Creep Up was another song that Kelly wrote and sang at the time.
And they won. Yeah. And the flu was the Creep Up.
Yeah. The flu was a Creep Up. That was that was the perfect name, I thought. Yeah, that's the only one I remember from recent post Carnival flu period.
They had a next one when I think Lift Off the Stress. Lift Off the Stress wasn't
Lift Off the Stress, yeah. By Grandmaster.
Yeah, that wasn't a flu too. I think that was the name of a flu
Why
too.
would anybody call Lift? That's not Lift Them Off the Stress.
But
That's the opposite.
I think that's what the flu.
I mean, the flu stress.
Yes, Lift Off the
Stress. The flu
Stress.
stresses your body, right?
Lift Off the Stress. Yeah, that's what that was. But tonight is what, guys? What event is on tonight?
I think it's Panorama.
Oh, yes,
tonight.
the Panorama, yes.
And I heard Shannon say last night on Dakota, she said that the sales for that particular show is up, and that one is slated to be the biggest for the season.
That's good. I have a ticket for that. So.
Oh, nice. So you're going and support. Who are you supporting?
I
BJ?
haven't. No, I'm just gonna go and enjoy it. I'm not so let's say immersed in the bands and their rivalries and how good each band is to say, well, I'm back here. I'm just gonna go and enjoy because it's a sweet thing. People don't realize how sweet Panorama is.
So you didn't go to the workshop for the pan?
No, I couldn't because remember we were there for like it was 4 days for the other two, right?
Well, I didn't go to the soca one.
I know, but so it was like 4 days. Yeah,
it was 2 days each.
2 days each, so 4 days, and then I wanted to go, but I told her I would go next year. Next year.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy that Pan is back because I remember when I first moved to
It's been here
St.
for a while,
Kitts.
though.
But you remember when Carnival used to be Carnival, right? And the Pan used to be part of the procession, and then you just saw the Pan just disappear, and then it's back, and I'm happy because when I first moved to St. Kitts in '95. They used to do it in school, and I wish I could have done it, but I wasn't in second form. And they used to play, and that time Mr. Melly was in charge.
Yeah.
And oh boy, I enjoyed that. And then it just disappeared. And once Mr. Boots passed on as well, everything just like it disappeared. So I'm happy that the Byron brothers or cousins or whomever they are in relation, I'm happy they brought it back.
Let me ask a question though. Do we know if any steel bands were on the road yesterday? Because I know they used to try to carve out like a little area before. Like for the morning, like from. Do you guys know if any?
No, I stayed inside, so I can't tell.
Anyone who knows can call us and tell us if there were any steel bands out yesterday morning.
Yes.
I know people are gonna come down from Nevis in their numbers to support their band, and then EBJ is hoping for a 4-peat. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be really, really fun. And tomorrow evening we have the Miss St. Kitts Nevis contestants. Ooh. Yes, and after that we have the Calypso Monarch on the 29th.
Isn't there a Haynes
and then on the 30th we have
Haynes Smith, right?
Miss Caribbean Haynes Smith Talented Teen Competition.
What day did you see? You have a thing in front of you. What day is
Friday?
Kitty's Carnival?
Wouldn't it? That's a good question. I don't have.
Isn't it Saturday? So then it won't be a half day, maybe. Well, it may be a half day for businesses that are open.
Let me run upstairs I had one in my bag and I put it on Sharon's desk. Let me go up for it and come back.
There was supposed to be one in our chat, but Lord, we chat so much. Sometimes we put so many articles in here that I was looking for it myself and I couldn't find it. But I'm happy that everything is going as smooth as possible. And again, Mr. Rollins, they listen to you. Nobody intended to go chill out at no 1840.
Yes.
Okay, so Thursday's Miss St. Kitts, Friday's Caribbean Senior Calypso Finals. Yeah. So
I mean, the
Saturday is Kitty's Carnival then. So when is Is there a Miss Haynes-Smith?
Saturday is Haynes-Smith. Remember, that's for the Carnival. Haynes-Smith isn't part of the Carnival, so it probably won't be a part of that calendar you saw.
Oh, so I thought it was part of the Carnival calendar because I remember it always being in there.
Yeah, but it's privately managed.
Oh, okay, kind sir. Oh boy, well, folks, we hope you had as much fun as we did. Well, myself and Azard, we stayed inside, but we hope you had more fun than we did. I shouldn't say as much as we did, but more fun. And if you want to tell us something spectacular that happened, feel free to call in. You're waiting on you. Miss Henry, good morning. Mishi, good morning. Mommy Grace, good morning to my niece and nephew, London and AJ. They listen to me on the radio. Good morning, little ones.
Yes, good morning to
And
everybody.
Mr. McMahon, we hope you had a good Juve. Good morning.
So, the Junior Carnival Parade is Saturday, December 30th.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Saturday.
So
Okay.
maybe only the businesses that will be open might close, or maybe not. Maybe just stay open for the whole thing.
So Haynes Smith is on the same night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Apparently.
you know it wouldn't be on this because technically it's.
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
what Azard just enlightened
Yeah.
me. I thought it was part of the.
Well, it's part of, but when Carnival when they print their thing, they wouldn't generally put stuff like that on because technically it's not their event.
yeah, Azard
It's
just
part
told
of
me
Carnival,
it's
but not
private.
you know. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, just looking at the Loop News, so a 6-year-old boy visiting grandma for Christmas put on the wrong Spirit flight.
Oh.
Yeah. So a 6-year-old boy who left on a flight for Christmas to visit his grandmother in Southwest Florida instead was put on the wrong plane and ended up 160 miles away in Orlando, Florida, when the grandmother showed up on Thursday at the Southwest Florida International Airport to greet her grandson who was flying for the first time from Philadelphia. She was told he wasn't on the Spirit Airlines flight. Here's a quote. I ran inside the plane to the flight attendant and I asked her, "Where's my grandson? He was handed over to you at Philadelphia?" She said, "No, I had no kids with me." And she, end the quote. She then got a call from the grandson from the airport in Orlando telling her that he had landed. In a statement, Spirit Airlines said the boy was under the care and supervision of an airline's employee the entire time, even though he was incorrectly boarded on a flight to Orlando. Once the mistake was discovered, the airlines let the family know. The statement said, "We take the safety and responsibility of transporting all our guests seriously, and we are conducting an internal investigation." The statement said, "We apologize to the family for this experience."
You know, anytime there's a holiday and you're moving minors, they sometimes get displaced.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, because so many times children travel on planes without the supervision of the loved ones. And so you put them in the hands of the employees at the airline, hoping that, things go well. So
Jamster, would you ever give your kids to the airlines to take care of?
No.
See, me and Azad can say that.
especially after reading this article, I'm sure he's a double no.
Yeah. And but the thing is, and the country is so big that there's this kind of, whether it's deliberate or not, there's this kind of depersonalization that happens to everyone because everything is numbers and you're trying to be as efficient as possible. And as a result, I think sometimes people lose sight of the fact that they're dealing with human beings and not numbers.
And I mean, Christmas is a busy time. I could imagine people trying to get home and be with loved ones and friends. And I could just imagine how busy that airport was during that seat time for him to...
I know. I used to be surprised
But
with people.
he's in charge with an adult. What were you going to say,
I was going to
Jamster?
say, I'm always surprised like when I'm in Canada and the US, especially when I was living up there. And I was always surprised when I go by stores and people remember me.
Mm-hmm.
No, because you think like so many,
so many
like,
people passed.
oh, you were here last week. And I'm like, shit, they actually remember me.
Oh, wow.
Because, I mean, they deal with so many
leave a
people,
good
right? That
impression.
you shouldn't really be surprised if they don't remember you.
You probably spoke to them often, didn't you? You engaged
do you
in
mean?
conversation.
Well, sometimes, yeah, depending
And
on what
probably
it
up there,
is.
they're not probably used to people just
But actually, no,
engaging in-
they're very
Oh,
friendly.
Okay.
They're very friendly people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, guys, which other country is having festival like St. Kitts?
St. Croix, I see them. I was going through my stream on Facebook, and I saw that they had some prince and princess and Duke and Duchess. Duke and Duchess. and Prince and Princess competition. So it seemed like the Duke and Duchess was like primary school,
Okay.
whereas Prince and Princess is like teen. And it seemed like they had both shows on the same evening in one, the competition in one. So they had the placing of the Duke and Duchess, and they also had the placing of the Prince and Princess.
Okay.
Yes.
I see there's this festival in Jamaica, Belize, and Bahamas. It's called Junkanoo. So it's a masquerade held at Christmas consisting of a street procession of characters in traditional costumes and dancing to drum bells and whistles. I guess they take that celebration all the way back. I know St. Vincent does something called 9 Mornings. I don't understand it completely, but those are the 2 festivals that I know that happen. But I was trying to figure out who is running competition with us at this time for Carnival, because as Shannon said, thousands of persons came in. We can see the influx of people. We are seeing people we haven't seen in a while, and I think people are grateful that they could have come home and they were kept out because of COVID. And Montserrat and St. Croix. Okay, so Montserrat is having a festival now. But yeah, I think people are grateful for the fact they could have come to St. Kitts. And I think with the added airlift to Azard, I think a lot of people took advantage of the JetBlue situation. So
Well, a lot of persons were making the complaint from the Virgin Islands getting to St. Kitts, but someone who came from the Virgin Islands indicated to me that they got tipped off that there was a straight flight for Liat from the Virgin Islands to St. Kitts.
And they made that one.
individual took the advantage of it, yes.
Oh, good. Yeah, airlift is needed in the Caribbean, and I always say, I may not work for Liat or any other small airline, but they need to pick up the slack, and the connectivity needs to be rebirthed again. Like, allow people to connect, because we connect so many persons. And I said, you never miss a water till the well run dry. I know Liat had hiccups, etc., but it was a good airline. It got people where they needed to get. Even if it didn't get them there on time all the time, it got them to their destination.
Let's humor her a little bit. We know she has a soft spot for Liat.
Yes.
After 12 years, I must have a soft
I do
a soft
appreciate
spot
Liat,
for them.
you know. I do appreciate Liat and the work that they did.
Listen,
Continue to do.
You see, it got his friend home, you know. It got his friend home. So behave over there, Jamster.
And I mean, Liat, for what it's still, it's hard to say because it's like an on and off situation in terms of its operations now. So
we know that.
It's still there, but not as vibrant as it once was. And so I appreciate Liat. Liat had no problems in terms of safety. I'm glad for that, because when I up there, I want to make sure that I leave and I return in one piece safely. So kudos to Liat. Yes.
Yep. Safety record.
Even though one time they had I think canceled one of my flights, which was a connecting flight. I remember I was a teenager, maybe close to 20, I can't remember, but I was traveling to this conference. I think it was Malaysia. Yes, Malaysia.
Ooh.
Yes.
Shucks.
And my cancellation cost me 2 days because of the number of flights I had to take. So that was the only hiccup that I remember. But again, I got there safely, and that was all that mattered to me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Liat.
So you didn't get there after the conference was finished?
I got there maybe a few days before it was finished.
Why you gotta be so rough with
No, what
Yeah,
I mean is,
but that's because
because 2 days. I mean, you know.
Yeah, because I had to
traveling and everything.
I had to go to Antigua, I think, and from St. Kitts to Antigua and then Antigua, I think, to England, and from England to Malaysia, I think was a straight flight. I think we stopped in Dubai.
England to Malaysia?
No,
Wow.
it was England to Dubai to Malaysia.
Still long.
Yeah.
Wow.
Azard
Those
has
two
been
are
around the
long.
world.
Yeah.
Those two alone are long.
Yes.
England to Dubai is long.
And
then Dubai to Malay to wow.
yeah. And the only one that had the hiccup was Lee at that time.
Of course.
But I got there safely, and I'm grateful.
Don't worry. I would have saved you many a times.
Boy, if I was in Antigua, Mr. Brown would be lashing me all the time.
But I saw something in the chat. Mr. Brown copied us. But the funny thing, right, Jamster, with the Juvat yesterday.
Mr. Brown? Who?
Yeah, Gaston.
copied us? What do you mean?
He didn't have it. Didn't they? St. John's Rule had a juve yesterday morning as well in Antigua?
Yeah. Remember
Started from the Barnes Funeral Home.
with burning flames. Yeah.
I thought that was so funny to start from the
Barnes
funeral home. Yeah, with burning flames. So everybody's taking a page out of our books, trying to enjoy Christmas.
I have
like
to
us.
believe that would have come from us. That idea would have come from us. I was telling someone, I don't know if it was Azard, I was telling last week that burning flames must have been. They must have fond memories of when they came down here.
Yeah, you
for
were speaking
Juve.
of it.
It was me and you, right?
Yeah, you were on the radio.
They must have had.
I think
nice
Kortensia
memories
was
of.
here
Yeah, I
too.
was here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and remembering jamming people from because they played at Lighthouse
Oh boy.
from like 11 in the night, straight through to morning. They packed they had enough speakers where they actually had speakers on the trailer already, and then they just added the ones they used, and then they jammed till like, oh my God, like 5, 6 in the afternoon.
Wow.
Round and round Bastille. It was crazy.
I wonder what were they on. Was Red Bull in at that time?
No, Red Bull wasn't around those days. Hey, we have a call. Let's see what this
Caller, good morning. You're live on Island T.
Hi, caller, go ahead.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Carl. How are you?
Oh, I'm not doing too bad for my age.
That's very good, kind sir.
Oh, I miss you guys, but you know,
No.
had to go make the paper, the dinero, those dollars. So I miss you guys for about a week and days. You know, today it's a more quiet day, so yeah, man, I here to have a little chat with you guys. First, we must say, I have to congratulate in the spirit of Christmas committee. Those guys put on a wonderful show for those days. And the performance them was nice and, you know, well organized, well put together. The only problem we had with them, it done too quick. From 7 to 9, guys, we are asking, we are requesting, could we get it up to 11 o'clock next year?
Okay.
Get what up to 11 o'clock?
In the spirit of
In the
Christmas.
spirit of Christmas.
Oh.
It
But
up to 11 o'clock because remember that's the first event of the carnival season. No other place there to go. And you leave home 6:30, you go on and you start 7 o'clock and 9:30 you're back in your house.
but maybe because it was during the week too, Carl, you think? They were being considerate?
No. Remember, this is carnival. We cannot have our carnival portraying as our child backyard birthday party. Carnival we talking
Yeah,
about.
but it's a Christmas celebration. I mean,
Yes.
I agree.
That's why I'm saying, could we get it up to 11 o'clock?
Okay. Well, I hope they're listening and they can provide that extra time for you folks.
Activities to
but-
take it up to 11 o'clock because there's no other place to go and, you know, you want a little more outing. Because by 9:30 you're back in your house.
Too early to go back home, I guess.
Yes, and I must say, congratulations to the Juve committee and to the police and the revelers. Yes, there was just a little skirmish, one or two little things that to be broken up. But for one time in many, many years, it was well put together. And I must say thanks to the committee and the bands and all the revelers, all the partakers. We didn't have no long space and waiting for the next band and the next high five and the next troop. We had troop going around Independence Square. We had troop coming across by the post office. We had bands and troop coming there by Social Security. We had bands and troop going up 4th Street. We had bands and troop in Church Street.
Oh, nice.
Well put together, well organized, I
Nice.
must say.
Nice.
That's how we always complain we want our thing to be.
Okay, so they
Not
listened.
you sitting there like the West is waiting for, where the next troop, where the next band, where the next high five. It was well organized yesterday, but I have a complaint.
Oh boy. Let's hear this one.
All right now, hear what I'm saying. We all know that during the last 12 months, it was very hard for business. It was very hard for the country. We have our carnival now. Let us not have it like our child backyard birthday party. you have ships. We have ships in daily, a number of ships. We have that under all the government. And I said this to all the governments them. It's our carnival. You have a stage downtown. You have booths and everything. People go down there to sell to make the money and they pay the money and things. How come nothing is happening on the stage all right now? So you have so much people come home for the vacation. They could have gone somewhere else in the world. But here is it. Between now and 7 o'clock, nothing is happening, and it's our carnival. Right? You should have got a number of high five on that stage down there on the block. Port Zante, you should have got a high five there for a couple hours, another one take up, and then you have a band. The same thing on the stage, down the terminal, Lord. What make them treat the terminal so?
Oh, boy.
Big carnival all year round, nothing happened down the terminal.
There was a DJ down there yesterday, though.
Terminal guest.
There was a DJ down there yesterday, but it could have been that that particular booth hired the person.
Organize that. That doesn't be the all the time.
No, I mean
DJ,
this was on the west, not the normal place. On the west when you come out the gate
yes,
by the
I heard
boat.
that and I saw that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, here is carnival. Man, all right now, so you should have a DJ down there. You put a little folklore, a little thing in between. Then you have another DJ take up and you have a band here in the night. Man, it's our carnival. When people walking through, I must see something happening. That is sure is my carnival. Next thing, shows up the park, down on the block. A little life I may start up, then he stop. And then like a band here to play, he can't play till near when show done. Nonsense. Everybody don't want to go, so we must have places to rotate and go and make our own choices where you want to attend. It's carnival is not your child backyard birthday party. So we must add Smarlax here, and congratulations to Smarlax. As I tell everybody, we are going to clean sweep, and we did clean sweep. We win the soccer manor, and we win the road match with the same song.
So that's going to be the name of the flu then, if it comes? Showcase?
Well, you know, that don't be the name of the flu. All of we are one. So, guys, look out for the flu in the next week or two. All of we are one.
I like that. Look out for the flu in the next week or two. All of you are one. I like that. Cal, you're rhyming, man. Maybe you need to go sing with Small Axe next year.
That's what I'm saying.
Cal, you wishing the flu on people? Come on.
Put them on the guard.
We know that's the normal process. That is what's going to happen.
Jamson knows that too.
A lot of people come in the place, and you know.
Jamson wanted the happy flu.
But Cal is a little too much into it though.
Cal, you're vested in the flu.
Jamson was betting on the happy flu, Cal.
Don't count those things. You see, when you use aloes and you drink your Hammond, those things don't affect you.
Aloes and Hammond. I've never heard of that
Yes, when you
combination.
blend up your aloes every now and again, and you drink a bit of Hammond at least twice a week, those things don't trouble you.
So where can I get the Hammond
Hammond
from?
keep away all those things.
Where can I get the
And
Hammond
the
from,
Hammond is
Carl?
locally made.
Locally made by you?
No. I buy it. They make it, I buy it, and I drink it.
So, Kortensia, what about the tea that we have in here? The tea in the studio, is that going to help?
Yeah, boy, I don't know. It seems like we have to get the Hammond and the aloes.
But what do we
Yes,
have
you
this
have,
morning?
guys. You don't go by the pharmaceutical and buy those things. Any little pain, any little ache you have, you blend up some Hammond. And please don't try nothing and no orange juice in it.
Okay.
You take away all the strength and the essence
Of the Hammond.
and the vigor from it.
But let me
You
tell
just
you.
drink it one shot straight one time.
Cal-
Then you could try a little sugar in
Cal-
your mouth, or you could drink a little
Cal-
soda, and that thing clean the walls of your stomach.
Okay.
Cal,
When
let me
you
tell you,
go
right?
to, you can't believe the amount of muck you have in your system when you look in the toilet.
Okay.
Carl, that was too much for the song.
So guys, the Hammond is the thing.
Oh, gosh.
Right?
Okay.
So we are looking, the Carnival Committee, man, come on, man, put some activities there, because we ain't saying, and when I talk to people here, they think, oh, people go and go walk. If you have to go walk, you go walk. What happened to all the people who is on vacation, all the retired people, all the visitors we have in the place? Not only tourists, but our returning national thing. They're complaining we have nowhere to go. This is really carnival, what is happening? And every year this happening on all the governments. Okay. So I'm not blaming this government. And I speak to all of them about it. Right? We even over on the strip, you're supposed to have a band or a DJ over there, so you know you got some place to go. All the people that support and pay the taxes, all you put something there for them. Give the entertainers and the DJs them some work. This is the time to let them make some money. It's carnival.
Okay, fair enough.
Right? So committee members, some of the committees is doing a good job, and some of the committee job is not so good at all. Okay. We can't wait. You ain't supposed to wait till in the night to go down on the block to get a little entertainment by 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. That's nonsense.
Okay.
I should be able to leave my home now and say, okay, I'm going downtown by 9 o'clock. On the block, going to have a DJ. By 12 o'clock, we're going to see a little folklore, you know? And a break on there, then the next DJ going to come on, and by 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, a band going to be there. Same thing down the terminal, same thing Port Center, on the strip, on 4th Street. Imagine 4th Street is our number one street in St. Kitts. Mm-hmm. And no entertainment, there's just the Jamaican, they put on a little music. Them times bar put on a little music. Guys, come on, the Carnival Committee should have something happening there. And Warren there. God bless Warren and them times and the Jamaican right there by Big Sale. And Big Sale, that's why I DJ there. And think, come on, Carnival supposed to got something happening there.
Oh, Big Sale hires a DJ on 4th Street?
Yes,
oh, okay.
Every day.
Oh, okay.
Every day. Right?
Okay, Carl, let's take another call.
Put on the music, the Jamaicans between right there, so put on the music. Carnival have nothing happening there. Okay. Carnival committee have nothing happening there. Okay. Down the terminal, you know, down there's a big party area. Everybody go there, all the buses, the taxis, you know, everybody go there for a line. Come on, man, give the people something to let them make something out of Carnival.
Okay, Cal, let me take another call.
In the night, put two DJs there in the day, let a little folklore go down there. Pay these people.
Okay.
Okay.
Someone
yeah.
Sent me this message, and I heard this talk before too, so I said, let me read it. It said, I suggest you invite comment on the appropriateness of a Juve troop carrying plastic AK-47s and the message that sends and the image it gives to our country. Oh, one of the troops, them,
Red Devils.
Yeah, had it's like a military. It's like a military theme. Yeah. But I saw persons commenting on it, and I said someone just sent me this. I said, you know, I don't know how persons feel about it. It could be a discussion if persons want to call in and discuss it. Yeah. So, but there's someone on the call.
Caller, go ahead.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning to you guys, man.
Hey, Merry Christmas, man. What's up?
Yeah. The same to you guys, man. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all that good stuff, man.
Thank you.
You know, I'm impressed with the Juve yesterday, man. Seems like it was really, real attended. You know, everybody seems like they was there except me.
So you know what you got to do next year?
Man, yeah, definitely on the to-do list. Yeah, definitely, man. The guy that was on the Spirit plane, you know, Small Song getting some more popularity, man. They put him on the wrong plane.
Nice one.
News, wrong plane, wrong fellow.
Yeah, man. But Carl making some great suggestions, man, like usual. You know what I mean? But so to add to what he's saying, I don't know if I get the whole gist of what he's saying, but they should have an area, you know, like what he's saying. You know, like the documenting the carnival is now gonna start maybe come to be something important. Like persons supposed to probably area to go to an area where they can pick up like booklets, pamphlets, you know what I'm saying? Like more advertisement per se, even for the tourists now on that side of Bass there. You know, I didn't really get all that he's saying, but I'm just trying to, you know, support him a little bit, you know, with what the suggestions he's making. Like different than the regular events, like, you know, people must be able to go through an area where they can pick up like, brochures and stuff like that about Carnival, like the history of Carnival, you know what I mean? Like the past people who won, like the events in the past years, like something to that effect, you know what I mean? And then they would have like little showcases of the culture, mini, like they might not have like big groups, but at least have some mini groups, like, a few clowns, a few masqueraders, you know what I mean? So, some people don't like the big crowd, really, but, set up the area like he's saying, and then they can have like more marketing for Carnival, and probably like, it looked like it might probably be like something the tourist industry might want to do. I don't know. It seems like that's where he's going with it, so that we can add more to people who's interested to come back to the islands. I mean, somebody might come in as a tourist on a cruise ship for that day, but next thing you know, next year they might want to come in for Carnival. You know what I mean? Yeah. But great event so far, man. I'm really impressed, bro. The crowd is massive yesterday in Juve, and the best of it seems like it was an incident-free day, so I'm happy to hear that. And you guys enjoy the rest of the Carnival season, and, good luck going forward, man.
Same to you. Yeah, ditto.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Okay,
Thank you
great.
so much.
In a road march that early was an injustice to Carnival troops by not participating as usual in the decision?
Well, for some time, I saw the comment, but I was wondering what they meant, because I know the judges are the ones who do the scores. Go ahead, we have a caller.
Caller, go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Talking about late. I think it was early last week. Jamster mentioned American Eagle was still operating between Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. Was that your exact comment?
Yeah, well, American Eagle it's actually a domestic. It's the regional airline to go from smaller cities in the United States. So it still does flights between the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico, because remember, those are U.S. territories. They just stopped doing the Caribbean thing, the rest of the OECS thing.
No, that's not true. They do not operate out of Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands anymore.
Ooh.
They don't? Okay. I knew that.
A Texas-based company by the name of Executive Air.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We used to handle the operation. They went out of business.
Okay. All right. I knew they did it for a while, but yeah. But the point I was making was that American Eagle still exists. It always existed.
Oh,
it's
yes.
just that, yeah.
Oh, yes. And American Eagle itself does not, American Airlines do not own those aircraft.
Okay.
They lease them, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not least. They're operated by companies who
Oh.
operate as American Eagle.
So it's a lease. Yeah, but yeah, I know what you're saying, because I remember one company got in trouble. I think it was about 2 years ago, because a pilot fell asleep, and it turned out that the pilots weren't getting enough sleep, and they were doing like double and triple shifts, and there was a plane crash in Buffalo. You remember that? That was like 2 years ago. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
on the
remember
house.
that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You see why you got to
Oh, and
comment
tell
late
Carl
and,
that everything doesn't have to be done by the Carnival Committee. Everybody's always depending on somebody to do something. He could do exactly what he's saying on his own under the Carnival Committee. He doesn't have to be the Carnival Committee. So he must try that.
The only thing into that is that it's just for him to get and other persons on board to get the resources.
Yeah, because they'll definitely need
Exactly.
resources.
resources.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Point.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Thank you, caller.
New caller. Caller, go right ahead. It's
Hey, I'm sorry, morning.
8:54. Hey, go ahead.
Okay. I don't know if I was hearing right yesterday on the radio that the first national culture thing has passed, and it's here now with the piano. You heard anything about that?
That entertainer has passed?
Yeah. You heard anything?
No.
I hear Jazzy playing a lot of his music yesterday, and I hear CD.
Oh, Lord, I
telling
hope not.
something. You didn't hear anything about it?
Let me check. I'll ask one act. Let me ask one act
Well,
now and find
yeah.
out.
Check and see.
Wow, I got goosebumps. Oh boy.
And the funny thing is, last year, I met. Was it last year or the year before? He was here either last year or the year before. First time I ever met him, and I was a little.
Who is this?
Entertainer, our first Calypso King.
Okay.
When Carnival became, when Carnival was incorporated, I think 1971 was the year, and he was the first Calypso King. I think the first 2 years or something like that.
Okay.
And I think, yeah, it was last year. I met him last year, and to be honest, I was very kind of starstruck because I always heard about this guy, and he was
he lives here still?
No, he lives in the States.
Oh, okay.
Unassuming, humble, Let's just hope yesterday was his birthday and
Yeah,
Jazzy
boy,
was just
and not his.
playing it,
Yep.
Let's take this call in the meantime. Caller, go right ahead.
Hey guys,
Hi.
Carl back again. Well, so that I have no problem with that idea, but if you could find me a bank or a lender who will lend me $200,000, and the Carnival Committee would agree with what I have planned for those days when the Carnival Committee is not having anything. Oh, sure. I will make the Carnival sweet and sexy.
You like that. But Carlo, you think you should go and have a chat with the Carnival Committee and you work with them early? Because Shannon was already excited for next year. But she said, let's get over this one.
The Carnival Committee, they might give them these ideas every year. And they come and they go, and all of them do the same thing.
Okay.
Someone messaged me and said,
So
entertainment.
if that gentleman could find me a lender who will lend me $200,000 in January or February, and I could sit with the Carnival Committee, and I could get those days to put on those entertainments, I could get a committee together and put on those functions. And like I said, make the Carnival sweet and sexy in the day. Go right up into the night.
You full of lyrics this morning. Make Carnival 53.
If you could find me a lender or a bank who would lend me somebody who is 57 years old, who would lend me $200,000, oh, sure, man.
Okay.
I'll make it nice.
Okay.
That's what I said, the ideas are there. But Carl would need to get the resources, because I think that's why he's making the suggestion to Carnival Committee, because they would have the resources.
The resources available. But then Mr. Monarch did say that they'll need, in order for it to be bigger and better, they would be needing more funds. So I hope the sponsors are already listening and deciding Carnival 53 might be a great investment, and they'll invest early. No.
So yes, I heard someone
So condolences to the family of the entertainer.
Yes, and the same individual said that he was also a national cricketer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Didn't know that.
And I am trusting that the person who sent me, his person is quite reputable, so it means that perhaps more likely than not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, how about we take a commercial break and come back?
Yeah, that's true. We haven't had one.
On that not so happy news.
No.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Get ready for a dazzling showcase of talent, intelligence, and beauty at the 41st edition of Ain Smith Miss Caribbean Talented Team. Join us on December 30th, 2023 at 8 p.m. sharp at the St. Kitts Marriott Hotel. Experience the brilliance of delegates from the Caribbean nation, including Mr. Kyla Hart Johnson, representing St. Kitts and Nevis. Our special guest host, comedian Fat Man George from Grenada. Power pack performances by Soca Super, Lucas H.E., along with other local and regional performers, accompanied by the Greenhouse Band. Get your tickets fast for $80 EC before December 25th, or pay $100 EC thereafter. Don't miss the chance to watch the show live on sknvibes.com. It's the 41st annual Haynes Smith Miss Caribbean Talented Teen, where stars are born. Special thanks to our major sponsors, First Federal Credit Union, SL Hosford and Company Limited, Open Interactive, and Timothy Beach Resorts. Join us and be a part of this legacy.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Here are your horse the Value Mart IGA special.
Running December 14th to the 27th.
The more you shop, the more you save.
In December, get the double points when you shop at Value Mart.
Now, our Value Club Christmas specials. Pringles chips, just $9.99. Pearl Pancake Mix, $12.49. Nestle Splash, $9.99. Dole Folds, $14.99. Post Great Grains cereals, $18.99. Chaborny Greek yogurt, $5.69. And now our very low weekly
value deals. Essential everyday apple juice, $6.99. Essential everyday party and dry roasted peanuts, $12.99. IGN Essential everyday flour, $9.99. IGN Essential everyday cereals, $9.99. Handy Fall roaster pans, $5.99. Dial Farm, $11.99. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart for this Christmas and get double points for more rewards today.
En la temporada de Navidad continuamos con las recompensas y los puntos dobles. Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en
Value Mart.
You've played the online game. Now you can scratch, mark, and win with Express Cash, the new instant scratch game, and win up to $40,000. With 6 draws in each ticket, there's so many ways to win. Get your $5 Express Cash instant tickets from Caribbean lottery agents island-wide.
Caribbean Lottery.
This holiday season, give the gift of wellness to your friends and family. The salon of your choice, Chop Shop Salon and Spa, are offering enticing packages at all their locations. Snow is in the hair. A wash, condition, and blow dry of short to shoulder length hair is EC $89. And a wash, condition, and blow dry of below shoulder length hair is EC $99. Shine like a star and look your best this holiday season. Get a 1-hour massage and a deep cleansing facial for EC $299. Get your Christmas glow up, a manicure, pedicure, 45-minute massage, and a deep cleansing facial, all for only $399 EC. Call 466-7243 for our Port Zante location, 465-7243 for our Frigate Bay location, and 469-7246 for our Nevis location for more information and to make your appointments. Gift vouchers are on sale in all our locations on both islands. This holiday, don't get photoshopped, get chopped. Wishing you all happy holidays.
The Rotary Club of St. Kitts is pleased to announce the return of its free prostate screening clinic on Saturday, 13th January. Once again, we are collaborating with Dr. Dwayne Thwaites, Urology Associates, the Largemount Olive and Avalon Medical Laboratory. All men in the Federation, age 40 and over, are encouraged to come out on Saturday, 13th January to the Largemount Olive in Taylor's Range, Bastyr. Registration starts from 6 a.m. and closes at 2 p.m. Breakfast will be on sale. Ladies, encourage and bring your husband, partner, father, uncle, brother, male relatives, and friends to this free prostate screening clinic. Valid government-issued photo ID required. General wellness checks will also be provided. So all men over 40, I'll see you on Saturday, 13th January at the Largemount Olive Taylor's Range, as early detection can save lives.
Just in time for Christmas from the Bank of Nevis. 100% financing for your next new car, SUV, truck, or other vehicle. The Bank of Nevis is offering 100% financing with no down payment. 7 years to complete your payments, starting 1 month after your fast track approval. The first year of insurance and all processing fees can also be included. And you get $250 worth of free gas. This package comes with one of the most competitive interest rates in the market. Visit the nearest branch of the Bank of Nevis in Charlestown and 4th Street and Wellington Road, Bastyr today. This great offer of 100% financing for your next new vehicle ends on December 31st.
Terms and conditions apply.
And we're back on Island Tea. Good morning to those of you who are just joining, and for those of you who are on every day, we really appreciate you. And this is our Hump Day edition. We are back from a long, lengthy break that have some of us wondering if we switch time zones, if we traveled somewhere. So we hope that your Wednesday is going well. We hope that you enjoyed. We hope everybody showed up to work yesterday like you showed up for Juve. Yeah, we hope you were out in your numbers. There was this guy I saw at the Moravian Church yesterday. He played with the jab. I felt sorry for him, but then I said he literally made it as far as the Moravian Church. And he fell asleep. Guy, if you're listening, I was concerned for you because when you got up and then I see you just lay back down and you stretch your feet out, I was like, oh my God, the cars are going to hit his feet. That I even called my sister last night and I'm like, did you see the guy? And she'd be like, I forgot to look. Yeah, he was there for a very long time. The rum was having the best of him. Yeah. So I said at least he is perched by, well, not perched, he was lying down. At least he's by a church, so God's going to look out for him.
Really?
What? He got up, right? And I thought he was trying to get up. My guy got up and like, I can't do this to money. Just throw back so. And he went right back and lie down right there. So
I find that God does a lot of you on your own.
But the fact that he ended up at the Moravian Church, I was like, praise the Lord. He's somewhere safe. But I didn't like when his foot was sticking out. But I guess he felt the breeze and he pulled it back up eventually.
I don't think God was amused with the drunkenness. Right?
Oh, no, but he had fun. He had fun, but he couldn't get up. But I'm saying at least he made it out of town. Yeah. He made it that far, but that's the furthest he could have gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are memes and probably pictures going around with him because people took pictures in increments of an hour and the guy was just chilling there.
There are going to be pictures.
Yeah. So he's going to be a meme.
I can't believe that's still happening. People getting
so
fall
wasted
down in the street drunk.
Yeah.
You know?
But he was in a nice position. He never looked out of the way, but the only part that was funny for me when he tried to get up and he'd be like, okay, I can't do this.
So he looked like he was sleeping peacefully.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's a peaceful sleeper.
His helmet was nicely placed on the side. It wasn't thrown down or anything, so it was placed on its top, so you could see the two horns sticking up, and he was just chilling. I don't know where his shirt was, but he has on his shorts still and his sneakers, so he was intact. He just couldn't make another move.
I hope his wallet was in a safe place.
Let's hope he didn't take
and
his
nobody.
wallet.
Let's hope nobody. Because some people like to take advantage.
But Guy, if you're listening, I hope you made it home safe because I was concerned that boy, oh boy, this guy.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
You know those folks have a way.
And you say he was by the 7.
No, the Moravian. Yeah. You know the road. Not the one that's going to Wannapack, the one that's going straight across the roundabout to head to Monkey Hill.
Yes.
That's the part he was on by the stairs. So the stairs was like his headrest and then his body. As I said, once he stretched out his foot, maybe he felt the car breeze. He just pulled it back up and had it up. But he looked quite relaxed. Hopefully he made it home before 8.
Yeah, I'm thinking a lot of coffee and painkillers we're taking this morning.
Boy,
for people who probably had a
hangover.
Yeah. But folks, like I tell you all you have to do, just drink a good 2-3 tall glasses of water. I have these Coca-Cola glasses I got from
it makes it
Coca-Cola
so
one
simple.
time. Well, no, actually it is.
But once you go home, you should chug 2 paracetamols immediately with the water the Jams is in, and it works for most people.
Yeah.
But even if you have the water alone, because all a hangover is dehydration. Yeah, that's all it is.
So the water will flush the system.
Yeah, but you're rehydrating and no headache.
Boy.
I've done that many times. I remember somebody told me that. It was like, really? That's it? And ever since I've done it,
because alcohol dehydrates the body.
Yeah. Pulls all that water out.
It takes water.
Why not? I don't understand. Things that are not good for us, we gravitate towards, and things that are, we like, that tasteless. Nobody want to eat or drink that.
Yeah.
But
people will quicker drink alcohol than drink water.
Yeah. And I still saw some cars.
I was reading that back in the Middle Ages and so when they probably didn't know much about making water sanitary and so that a lot of times the especially the royal family and so they would they would drink water, and the rich people, they would drink wine instead of water because the water would make them sick, and because they didn't really know much about, so they would drink. Yeah.
So they were dehydrating themselves.
Yes,
Instead of hydrating themselves.
weird, right? Yeah.
Very weird.
Yeah, but I imagine maybe things like milk and so may have kind of offset that, because I imagine they would drink milk and you know.
I understand it. So when you're thirsty, you reach for a glass of wine.
Yeah, so because they would drink wine with the meals and so on.
Yeah.
Well, back
That
in
we know
those
in Paris.
medieval times, they had a lot of misconceptions about life and what was necessary and not. I look at some of the healthcare practices, and you know, they would drain you because they believe that, you know, if you get certain illness, you just had bad blood, so it would drain your blood.
With
So they
leeches and
take
stuff,
you out.
yeah.
So they're taking out the bad blood so that you could get fresh new blood to make you feel better.
How did that work?
Not
Persons
well.
came out alive?
Not well.
Not well.
That's the
So
thing, that you're
when
draining me of the blood that I need.
So when you look at those medieval practices, thank God I wasn't back then.
And they actually thought taking shower, they thought bathing was bad for you.
Oh, so they didn't bathe? So under all them clothing and oh boy.
This is why cologne, that's why perfume became a thing in France.
Oh,
because
to freshen you.
Yes, because they didn't. Yes,
but putting sweet on stink don't work. You have to bathe.
And even the makeup at one point in time, because Queen Elizabeth I, she was painted in white makeup during those times.
Wrong color.
And it was laced with mercury, so it actually
and lead.
And lead. And so it actually ate away with her skin.
Poisonous.
And also created the thing too was that there was, you guys would have heard the stories of a lot of those members of the royal family being mentally ill and so, and part of the reason was because of the lead. That they would,
Yes, because especially that
it causes neurological problems.
She
both
really
of those.
painted her face white. So if you just look at portraits of her, it's the white face, and that's the makeup. But it had poison in it, and the whiter the better, but the more poisonous it is, and so
the white.
Yeah.
Wow. And even the
crazy.
Corsets.
Yeah.
Because you see how tight they used to pull you. I wonder if those ladies had stomach issues, but they had tiny waists though. And the fake bottom. So all those things are from back then.
Oh, they used to do fake bottoms back
Remember
then?
the extra stuffing, so you have a stately waist, and then you have fake bottom. You probably even had the fake boobs because they had the cups pointing out, and those styles are coming back.
Yeah.
So the fakery started from back then.
Yeah.
And it just recycled.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Just more people have access to it now.
I guess. Not only the bougies.
Everything's democratized, so to speak.
And the point. The pointy shoes with the lace. Everything is back. The only thing that's not back is the underpants. You know, the
Which
underpants
ones?
with the frou-frou. I saw Marilyn Monroe actually in one at a beach.
Explain that.
The underpants a lady used to wear with the extra foot. Like, even babies started wearing those pants over their Pampers. Like, you know the underpants they used to wear? The underpants used to be long, like all the way down by their knees. The knickerbockers or whatever you want to call them.
Oh, you mean, what do they call those again?
Not knickerbockers?
No, knickerbockers were like socks that came up to your knee, I think.
No. The under
With
things.
a petticoats, you mean?
No, petticoats. No,
This was
it's in petticoat style,
fitting-
but it's pants.
This was
with some ruffles at the end. You sure you don't remember?
Oh, I wonder what those are called.
Yeah.
But that's like long johns for women?
Yeah, let's say that, but not too long.
I think they're called, the one for men would be called long johns, but I don't know what they call them for women.
Yeah.
And you know, when you look at French, in fact, the high heels were first worn
By men.
By men.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then before it was worn by women.
And
to
earrings too.
Yeah, to add height to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was, I think it came from the French culture.
Okay. Yeah, because Maxi Priest is pretty short. So all
Yes,
of his
he's
shoes
short,
have
yes.
on heels. I saw him in the airport in
pretty
Antigua, and
short
I'm
guy.
like, oh, this is why you wear heels. Piece of man. But on TV, they make him look like he has height, I guess. They can
It's
manipulate
like Prince
his-
too.
Yeah, Prince is a
Prince is like
short.
5'2".
Yeah, Prince
My
always
wife
wore
is taller
heels.
than Prince.
Oh, boy.
She's 5'3".
Your wife is 5'3".
Yeah.
That's pretty short. Wow.
She's pretty short, damn so.
Yeah.
But wife in a good way. In a
Yeah.
good way. We don't mean anything by it. Yeah.
She's probably not listening.
Wow.
But the thing with Prince, what a lot of people don't realize is that because he was so short and he wore those shoes, and they were like extreme heels, right?
Yeah, high.
And he would jump off the piano and do splits, and then he caused himself all sorts of hip problems and foot problems and leg problems, and that's how he ended up dying, because he was always on these painkillers.
Oh boy.
And you can't be doing all that let's say biomechanically complex stuff and not injure yourself, especially when you're wearing heels. which is what that they always say heels are not good for women.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if you've ever heard of the Christian Louis Vuittons. Those things are dangerous. Like, one time I was in the London Underground and I saw this young lady just took off hers and just walked barefoot. She's like, these things are hurting my pinky. I'm like, what? Those shoes, they're pretty, but pretty dangerous.
That is true. I love to see women in heels, but then I also always think, boy, yeah, it looks good, but not good.
Boy, and we put on such a great show. Ladies, don't get me, because our foot be squeezing and we walk in like nothing's wrong with us, especially when 4th Street was 4th Street. And those shoes killing those ladies, but they have to put on an impression. And they walk in those shoes. Because to me, 4th Street is no biggie now. Nobody really pays attention to it.
Really? You think?
I think so. Don't you?
You find a lot of women now walk with the extra pair of shoes.
Yes. The sensible
you realize,
shoes.
As soon as they come off the road, probably into the vehicle.
The guys are laughing at us, ladies.
But in fact, some of them keep, it's like 3 pairs of shoes, because they keep a pair in the car to drive with. They pair that they go to work, and there might be a pair of sensible shoes also in the office.
Else. But you realize, though, even the ladies that are going to the fanciful events, like the VIPs and stuff, they're getting the fancy flat shoes to go with it. Because, as you said, the generations are getting smarter, and they're not about hurting their feet. Some are not even wearing the heels anymore. They're just wearing a nice fancy flat to go in the VIP.
I have a joke to give you all. I remember I did my first DJ residency at Lighthouse, right? I'm like 18, 19, somewhere around there. I used to teach at the same time as well. So, and I guess maybe I didn't know as much about women then as I did. But there was a curious thing I used to notice. Some people listening will laugh, probably. I always noticed. I said, why is it there's always one woman's shoe lying around after we're done? And it's not always like a heel. I said, how do women just lose their shoes like that?
A half of a shoe?
Meaning like just one shoe.
So not a full pair?
No, always one. I never understood it.
That person had too much to drink, man.
And then eventually what I figured out is that, women's shoes are uncomfortable. 2, they have to take them out to dance. And 3, maybe they may have had a couple drinks, and then when they're ready to go home,
they just took one.
They only could find one. They might have been so drunk out of their minds that they only managed to pick up one, or they just couldn't find the other one.
Because I used
to be like, why is there always at least one woman, one female shoe? Like, I never understood it.
She probably had too much to drink.
But I was told yesterday that when the Juve got to my house, the folks that were outside said that some of the ladies already had their sneakers in their hands. But I don't think you should go to Juve in new sneakers. You go to Juve in a break-in sneakers so that you're comfortable. So you're going to march down the road barefoot.
But I don't know. This might be foolish. Don't they put on makeup for Juve?
I think... No, maybe no, but that's a waste.
Yeah, because it's all about the fashion as well.
Yeah, but powder and paint and water, you wasting your money.
Maybe for maybe if
it's
for thematic, maybe for thematic reasons.
But
maybe.
I think that that's why I said ask you.
I don't think so.
But if they do, they're wasting their money. As I said, I didn't see them, so I don't know. But maybe they are, because things are changing. Maybe people want to look, because remember before Juve was very simplistic. You put on your marina and your pants, your short pants.
Now you have designs. You have costumes.
Look at that.
Yes.
Yeah. And Red Devils, can you tell me why you were green yesterday?
You know,
I was looking forward to
wasn't
red.
The army, the look.
Because they're Red Devils.
I thought it was interesting. My wife said something
I didn't know it was them.
My wife, she said something very perceptive. I think it was. It might have been Christmas Day or the day before. She was looking at the Juve costumes.
Attire?
Right? Yeah, she was saying. She said, Oh yeah, so there was this Juve troupe that all the stuff for women was basically
Nothing.
bikinis, and she was like, "What happened to when Juve could just be a t-shirt
Yes,
and
and your
shorts
short
or
pants,
whatever?"
yeah.
And she said, "Why is it always the women? Why is it not the men?"
No,
But then I
guys
said,
well
I
covered.
said, well, yeah, but I took the point about why everything is an excuse to wear a bikini, you know, and to be basically not even semi-naked. That's probably
Just naked.
2/3 naked.
Yeah.
You know.
And you find it as you look at the costumes too. It's the females, they have less
to cover.
Yeah, the males are more covered than the females, which is
because what I'm seeing right now for the costume day, which is the first, the males have the short pants, and their short pants isn't even a short pants, you know, like the basketball short pants they wore back then. Those guys' pants not as short as that. But
it
the
is what it
female
is.
one, it's like
It is what it is. Women are the ones who tend to
tempt the guys.
And also, women. All women, I think, have an exhibitionist streak, right? To one degree or another. Obviously, you know, most of them are not going to be to the nth degree. It's a sliding scale, right?
I mean, I guess those who participate, and then they have persons who alter their costumes but the majority of those, you know, but there are persons who alter it to show less skin, but the majority who participate, you know.
And honestly, I think most women probably alter it to show more skin.
More skin,
Yeah, that's
you know.
true.
So
Yeah.
nobody's forcing, nobody's holding them at gunpoint and say, "Oh, you gotta wear this," you know.
I saw some teenagers yesterday, and I'm going to say teenagers because I know none of them are past 16. And they look pretty nice yesterday. I think they were in Chatterbox. They cut up their T-shirts. So maybe you were going to see a peek of a bra, but you're not going to see much. And they had on their shorts. But their T-shirts were long enough to cover their shorts, or if they had on bikinis. So kudos to those teenagers that I saw dress appropriately yesterday. To me, because when I saw some of the costumes, I was like, oh boy. I saw pasties, all kind of things on display yesterday.
Pasties?
Yeah. So the young ladies wearing pasties and still wearing a bra, but you're seeing more of the pasties than the bra. So just imagine how small.
So why
the
are they
bra was.
wearing pasties if they're wearing a bra? I mean,
No, because I like the fact that she had on pasties. So just in case, because the bra was tiny, if the bra moves, you're just going to see the pasties.
Okay.
Although everything else is out, but at least you're not going to be drawn. You're just going to see the pasties. Yeah.
But we're not far from Brazil and Trinidad because, I mean, you remember we saw those pictures this year from Brazil? The women are basically naked.
Yeah, Brazil, no?
Naked.
Brazil's been not wearing clothes
That's
a long time.
yeah,
Body paint, jamster.
In fact, they don't even bother, some of them don't even bother to cover up
The
downstairs.
body paint, wow.
This is crazy.
But I've known Brazil to always wear body paint. I don't think we're going to get there.
Those
The
pics are
only
pretty
thing I
hot,
see
though,
we are
honestly.
at now is the stockingless era. In Trinidad, I saw that starting first because I used to be there a lot during Carnival time working. And when we're leaving, the girls are all downstairs. And I'm like, but where's the stocking?
Yeah.
But to each his own.
No stockings.
No
no,
stockings
these
now. Yeah,
pictures-
the stocking has gotten less.
Yeah.
And yesterday morning, I think I came out around after 8 to drop some folks to the Jam in One Spot stand. And this young lady, she literally, I would like to say she tore her fishnet right on one butt. Because the other side is good. Yes, because she was now going to the Juve. So you know that's where I'd be like, you are good, girl, because you got that one butt cheek torn and the next one is all together. And even some people, I find
So
they didn't buy the thong costume, but they turned their whole panties into thongs. So I was like,
so they went out of their way to make it more revealing.
as you said, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they had fun, and to each his own.
Yeah.
And as I said, let's be respectful of each other's space. It's not yours. Don't touch it. Yeah.
Well, call us if you guys want to call us in the.
I find the callers are very quiet this
Yeah,
morning.
they
Where's
probably
Mr.
have
McMahon? Mr. McMahon and Miss Henry.
They probably all have pounding headaches. Probably
Oh
not those two,
boy,
though.
I wonder if Miss Henry probably didn't get
Not Miss
current
Henry.
because we don't have current.
Oh, you don't?
No.
So how long was this?
I think it was maybe 4 day morning. All I knew, I got up and be like, what's the fan's not on? And as they say, us black people, we sleep through everything else. But once that fan goes off, we're like, what's happening? And then I realized there was no current.
I actually turned off mine because
It was too cold?
Yeah, it was getting kind of
No,
cold. So.
you always leave the fan on, then you go under the sheet, and even if you have the AC, then you crump up some more, but you have to leave that fan on.
Caller, go ahead. Hi, caller. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, you're breaking. You're breaking up. Could you change your position?
We can't hear you clearly, caller.
You sound garbled. Could you change your position, maybe? Come out of the dungeon or wherever it is you are.
No, I'm home in Chadwell in my house.
It's Carl.
Oh, it's Carl.
Okay. Go ahead, Carl.
I hear you guys talking about Leah. They ain't buried that airline yet?
Oh, you too? Oh, boy, you're rough. You're very rough, Carl. Why do you want him to bury?
How many years now that airline has been what we said dead, and they ain't buried it yet? Come on, every dead have to be buried.
Carl has sense.
No, that airline's never going to be buried. It's going to always resurrect.
We have to bury that airline, man. Come on, guys.
We have to liken Liat onto Jesus, not fully, but yeah. It rises. It rises like a phoenix every time it goes down. But who are they going to replace it with, though, Carl? In all fairness, let's be fair. Who is going to replace what Liat did? Nobody has stepped up to the plate.
Hello. We have other airlines. Liat has not. Yes, they have a good, what we say, one no injury or death or anything like that.
But who's going to replace it? Nobody's replaced it, and we see the cry for interregional connectivity.
They had other airlines under a number of governments here that apply to things, and the governments of the Caribbean Liat the monopoly. And every year they have to put in millions and millions of dollars.
Someone said to me that do you know that Liat was started by a petition?
Yeah, Sir Frank did it. Yeah.
Really?
And what got me upset is Prime Minister Brown the other day about with his forwardness and out of place about he giving a concession or a sympathy well, it's called gratuity for the people, and with his forwardness, and then talking about they're going to start a new airline, and they're going to put 14 to 15 million US dollars into this new airline, and telling workers they must take a sympathy.
Yeah, that part is rough, but caller, are you there?
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, Mr. McMahon.
Hey.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas.
All the best for the season.
Mm-hmm.
Same to you.
Yeah. I wasn't down there for Juve. Generally speaking, I'm not into crowds of any kind. Bad things just seem to happen in crowds. You notice every time you hear about a stampede or, some real weird scene, whether in a movie or in real life, there's always something about crowds, right? I like to be in a place where I have control, to be quite honest. And a crowd is not one of those places.
Yeah.
But I did see it on TV, and it was enjoyable even there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One thing I didn't see, though, is the old mass thing. I mean, what happened to Snideman Warner and these guys, and the Stacey Hobsons and so on, who would come out with what is something like a cartoon,
Or a donkey.
Well,
Mr. Hobson had a donkey one year.
Yeah. I remember Snideman had on some Pampers one year, too.
Yeah. Mr. Warner, we didn't know that about you.
Yeah. I still remember the sign, "Me Pap Lumpy." I think that he was making a play on that time, the poverty alleviation program. Just come into force.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I missed that aspect of it. Maybe they had it, but I didn't see it.
Okay.
But I haven't heard any comments on it. I was wondering too, what was the reasoning behind announcing the road march this early? It seemed kind of anticlimactic to me.
Oh.
Do you know?
Boy, I wish we could answer that, but maybe it's to just get people to play the song more, and maybe whoever's gonna play the song more, most of the revelers might go over there because people are. You're not the only person with that concern.
Yeah, that seems to be defeating the purpose. I mean,
also that's what the
like
I get what you're saying now, the road match.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so you would have preferred that it was done the normal way, Mr. McMahon.
You
as well.
But hasn't this is the first time?
But what I'm saying is they may have a good reason for doing it. I don't know.
So what do you think the announcement is going to do for the remainder of the season?
But that's what I'm saying. I think it's going to knock the sales out of the other bands. Generally speaking, I think some people. Yes, I know there's a lot of band loyalty, but then there are some who would gravitate to the one that
won.
Is the road match. Yeah, winner. Okay. You know, which that's why I say it's kind of anticlimactic. You know, and it makes. It seems at least that if you're loyal to a band, you'd want to stick there and try to help make them win.
Yes.
Okay, the road match as it is now, that's gone. You know, all the curiosity and so on is gone from it.
Okay.
You know? So I just thought I know there must be a good reason why it was done.
So this change I would presume wasn't a welcome one, because it basically threw the average public reveling public off track. I don't know. That's just how it seemed to be.
Well, in the first place, I don't think the announcement that it would be announced early came very late. So I'm wondering if this was just a spur of the moment thing or it was planned in advance. But I just thought that it's a departure from the norm.
Okay.
And so I'm not sure what the repercussions, if any, they're going to be. Okay. But I'm sure there was. Judging the Carnival committee chairperson, seems to be a pretty thoughtful individual.
Someone sent me a picture saying this is Mr. Warner, the CEO. I don't know. So, but it's a picture that says, I promise that I shall not rat up again. And somebody in...
no, that sounds like...
Yes,
he's
in a prison cell. I would never expect Mr. Schneid to be this here. Oh, my gosh.
But that sounds like a previous year.
I didn't know it was him. I did see
but I think that sounds like it was a previous year, though, when, the whole rat-up thing...
No, actually, I think I saw this year advertised yesterday.
Oh, just yesterday?
Yeah.
Boy, Mr. Warner is a whole trip. And he well dressed too, you know.
He has on a tie?
No. He just have on a nice blue shirt, a black pant, a floppy hat, I guess to protect himself from the sun. And it just said, I promise that I shall not rat up again. Miss D member? That's what it is?
It's what?
Oh my gosh!
I know his tie is his signature, you know.
So, no tie this year. If this was this year, I'm trying to figure out where is this though.
And okay, I guess if it's this year.
Yeah.
I was wondering what he was referring to with the rat-up.
Yeah, the rat-up.
Because it's normally some kind of political or some kind of political statement that he makes.
But that rat-up didn't come from Mr. Grant sometime back, so maybe that's why.
That's what I'm saying.
So maybe
remember we had the hearing of the decision of the case this year.
So maybe he's saying Mr. Grant is not going to rat up anybody this year. He's going to behave. Well, that's me saying. Well, that's me assuming, not Mr. Schneidman saying that, just in case.
Yeah. Well, it's. I always find those parodies amusing. You know, and it used to be a welcome thing for most people to. Certainly a lot of people to refer to and look back and laugh at. Just that it didn't seem that it's so much of that
this year.
At least not on TV anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's hope that the whoever they are listening, and they'll try to incorporate it, because all of these things can definitely make Sugar Mass 53 better. Because we've been getting some fantastic
they should have a price.
suggestions.
They should have a price for that, actually.
Oh, nice.
It would be good to have a price for.
Yeah,
that
more
as well.
motivation, right?
Yeah. Okay then.
All right, Mr. McMahon. Thanks for your contribution.
So that's Upset Squad with the pirate song. That was third at Sokomonak. We have another call.
Caller, good morning. You're live on Island T.
Caller, go right ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Trevor.
Carla.
Good morning, Candice and Azad.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Season's greetings to all of you.
Likewise. Thank
Likewise,
you.
I see you enjoying yourself yesterday in your jab.
Jab. She always in her jab.
Oh, you did? I didn't see you, Candice. You had me on the cover.
On the screen.
On the screen. We watch you on the stream.
On the stream.
Oh, okay. Y'all stayed home.
Yes.
Yeah, it's always fun to do jabbing. I just love that my Grenadian friends have brought their culture to St. Kitts, and it's such a vibe, you know what I mean? Such a vibe. Oh, look at this. I wonder the traffic. I got caught in the traffic there. Yeah, so it was good. What I do have a problem with, just like Mr. McMahon stated, about the release of the Road March champions yesterday, I also have a problem with the fact that what I saw on the road yesterday with small acts, I don't know if it would have made a change in the decision, but I definitely felt that New Vibes was treated badly on the road. Why do I say that? I was at that point, that T, where you're coming off the Bay Road either from the east or from the west, right? And New Vibes had been in line for a while. There was collision, there was excess. Jab was parked on the corner there on the west side, on the north. Let me put it the north and the south, right? So we were parked there. Small Acts asked I don't know if it's the police or the people who channel how the trip should go, but they wanted Small Acts to pass through, right? So at the point when I was right there when the guy said, Jab can go ahead, but our truck was now stuck behind Small Acts, and Small Acts just went through with all their energy and their flags and so on, when it was New Vibes' turn to have gone up. And we were given that space for the small troopers to go up, and instead Small Acts went up there. I found that was very unfair. You understand? Because it had New Vibes had been on the Bay Road far longer than Small Acts. Okay? So that really did not sit well with me. At the time, I'm just like, and so now to find out that they won, because of course they went up there with all the energy, by the time New Vibes people had been languishing on the Bay Road for ever so long, you know, I guess they had less energy coming up the road than Small Acts did with all their flags and all of this. I personally, as someone who have judged in the past, that song did not impact me whatsoever. I was standing on the circus, and I did not feel any extra energy, so I do not know. Maybe at some other judging points they performed or the song sort of caught on, but that's my opinion. I totally felt that Ken and Barbie was performing very, very well.
Okay.
It's been very popular, and it played well on the street as well. So I'm not, and I mean, at the end of the day, now that the results are out, what is the incentive for bands to come out on the first and second? Tell me. Is there an incentive for them to come out? Why should they come out? You know?
So the change, Carla, the change is not a welcome change. The change you find is going to be a defeat.
It cannot be welcome.
Okay.
Then only Small Acts should be on the road on the first and second.
Oh no.
Let the DJs rule the road along with Small Acts, because I don't see you know, I mean, I know people love the carnival and so on, but I mean, it is only for love of country, love of carnival, that New Vibes and the other bands,
will come out.
Grandmasters, will be coming out.
Okay.
I mean, I have had Wrong Man playing in my head. I love the tune. I love when they went, how they performed as well. You know, I mean, I listen to small acts, and I'm just like, I have jammed with small acts, so I love their music. I don't have any, you know, royalty one way or the other. I listen for the music, and as I told you, from the time I heard Ken and Barbie, I knew that was the song. Just like when I heard Outside Again last year. Every year I'm able to call it. You know, so I don't know how this song and the performance on the road with the load of flags probably frightened the judges or whatever. But I don't know how that song could you know, how it won.
Okay.
I don't know how it won. And so, putting all that aside, the fact that it is now announced before the actual troop days, carnival days, you know, I mean, what is the incentive? The carnival, the guys, New Vibes and Small Up and Grandmasters will just be coming out for love of country and love of carnival if they come out. You understand? And for their fans.
Yes.
You know, I think even if they had the winner, based on yesterday, because they did say that it will be judged on Tuesday morning, they did not have to give us that information.
Okay. Fair enough.
They could have left it for last lap, Tuesday, as they normally do.
Yeah.
You know?
I honestly hope they're listening, because they do listen, and that they will take the consideration of the comments we've been getting, because you're not the only one.
And I really think it should go back. They should judge. It should be judged on Juve and on the 1st of January.
Okay.
You understand? Because if you know, fans can recover. I mean, songs can recover. If they didn't perform well on Juve morning, they can recover on the 1st of January.
Okay.
I don't think Juve was, because there's all this, there's all of this time. Juve was tied up on West Independence, the Bureau. You know, I mean, and my other point, last point that I will make about our carnival, I heard one of the announcers, the DJ yesterday.
Hello? Carla, we can't hear you anymore.
Must have got dropped.
Like they have it in Nevis. You know, a long stretch of road, let us utilize the bypass road or something where there's a long stretch and culminate in Bastia. You know, all of this congestion that's happening, we need to just be going as a reveler. I don't like this going around, and the next thing, I had to go to work for 12 o'clock. So I know I want to leave the band by 10. I want to get back to my car by 10:30, go to the beach, go home, change, and get to work for 12. Instead, I got stuck for over an hour and a half just standing on Bear Road because my van could not move ahead. You understand? So it's a clog. It's a big clog down there. Always a clog down there. And we need to end this. You know, the Juve has outgrown Bastia. So it's time for us to take a we want to jam. I want to get my steps in. I mean, this is the least amount of steps I get on the Juve morning. Oh, wow. I normally clock like 30,000, 36,000 steps. Wow. Yesterday I'm clocking 20,000. This is not good.
Oh, yeah. Not good at all. Not good at all for the steps.
This is not good. You know, I am not happy about this shit. Sorry. I'm not happy about it. So I need more. I know, that's my exercise morning. But yes, I need more jamming, and we need a nice long stretch of uninterrupted, we're just moving. Okay?
Carla, you remember those days when...
Talking from the point of view of a reveler.
Carla, you remember those days when we used to have some of the bands with like Element and so would come out and jam on the in-between days and so on, rather than just... That used to be fun, huh? like you'd have jamming some afternoon, like even at, you know? That used to be kind of cool.
Yeah, so I'm advocating for a long stretch. I don't mind us going from Best Buy, above Best Buy or around by Buckley's on the bypass road, all the way down to the airport, turn in, come along that road there, come into town, and then end up on the Bay Road, come down. You know, that would be sweet. Gosh, that would be sweet. Who can't make it, can't make it. But I think that would be a good distance for us to jam. Yeah. And that's my take for you all. Have a nice rest of the holiday. Bye.
Thank you so much, Carla. Thank you for
Let's go to
calling
the
in.
next call. Caller, go ahead. Oh, God. Yeah.
But as you're looking at the wall, though, people are saying, well said, Ira parade seem anti-climatic. People, someone else said the criteria is new now. Another person said they should wait to announce the road march so as to guarantee participation to the end of Carnival. Because as she's saying, what incentive do I have to come out? But New Vibes know they're going to come out. And I'm sure New Vibes is paid and attached to a troop, so they will come out. But people are still going to go because I know half of those persons that were jamming with New Vibes didn't belong to that troop yesterday morning. But that's where they were. As I said, that band was stuck in the circus for a very long time, and the amount of persons that were there, I was like, wow, New Vibes really draws the crowd every single year, no matter which route they're given.
I want to read this. Someone posted this from Facebook. Can there be a road match? Well, not but okay, Can there be road match criteria with absolutely no points for the number of times a song is played on the road? Also, is it truly a road match when it's based mainly on performance? Where else in the world is road match judged mainly on one performance on one day and not number of times a particular song is played or heard throughout the Carnival season, including Juve and Carnival days, only in St. Christopher?
Oh boy.
Then they go on to say, the road match will be evaluated on, they're giving the format of the road match will be evaluated on Juve morning exclusively, with the competition being assessed in 3 distinct locations: a Circus, Bay Road, that's in the region of the Pelican Mall, and Church Street. Each contender's 5-minute performance will be meticulously scored by 3 judges at each point, with a comprehensive 100-point system that appraises performance, music, lyrics, and crowd response. So performance, 40 points, presentation, 25, 15. Those are the subfields on the performance. Then music, 20 points, arrangement, 5 points, melody, 5 points, quality of sound, 5 points, originality, 5 points, and then lyrics, 15 points. The subfields are wordcraft, 5 points, content, 5 points, creativity, 5 points, and crowd response, 25 points. Total 100 points. Thoughts? we have a call. Wait, let me see.
Caller, go ahead. You're live on Island T.
Caller, go ahead.
Yes. To Carla's point about the location for the jam. Yes, it would be good to pass through town, but pass through. The congestion, apart from the congestion, when I looked at it on TV at the circus, I said that poor circus clock. I think I know it's the last thing people thinking about when they're jamming and so on. But you know, you got to look at the degradation of these important monuments and sites and so on. Thinking of the circus clock, I'm thinking of the grill there in that square, the grills at the Anglican Church, you know, all those. I mean, when people want to get the best vantage points and so on.
Hello?
They don't worry. They don't worry about
Mr. McMahon?
these things.
He's there.
Hello?
You can't hear him? I'm hearing him.
She can't hear him?
Hello?
I can hear Jamsto.
You guys hearing him now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was saying that I know it's not something that people normally think about in the festive season, but we should really try and preserve some of these really important monuments. And so Carla's point is well taken in the sense that at least you would not have the kind of congestion through Bastille at any one time. Okay, and also somebody mentioned previously, I think in a previous program, about moving those booths to somewhere like Independence Square and leave the areas like the circus, well, semi-empty, so to speak. You know, and I think that those can be considered for the future as well.
You know, that's not a bad idea, but one of the things I don't think the Carnival committee seems that they don't seem to do well. I remember when I was a kid, they seemed to be able to walk on sugar, meaning there were things going on there was more than one activity going on in the Heart of Basset. So, like for example, like I'm thinking if they were to move the booths, okay, the booths are in the circus now. That doesn't mean you can't have someone playing up the street. It always seems as though they feel like there has to be one thing going on, rather than having distributed events happening at the same time.
It's nice to have a focal point, I think.
Well,
You know,
yeah,
I guess
yeah.
That was the reason why so many people like, for instance, the band Clash and so on. Okay, but I mean, too many of those.
But I remember in the 80s, I remember one time Police Brass was playing in front of Scotiabank. The street was blocked off, right? Toucan may have been playing up in front of sort of where Trent's buys, them times back, facing down. And then there might have been, and then there would still be a band playing maybe down at the Treasury or in the circus. And all of those things were happening and everybody had a little crowd. You know?
Yeah, but I think the crowds have grown more massive now.
Yeah.
Right, so there's more people to go around, I would argue, right?
And so there should be more space. There should be more space out too, don't you think?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because all the noise, all the music will eventually sound like confusion.
Yeah. That was something that came over on the when you're looking at it on the stream as well. You don't get the music as much. I mean, it's all very visual.
Yeah.
But you don't get the music, the effect of the music as much.
Well, it's a cacophony at that point, right?
Everybody's
yeah. What one wonders though, yes, I know everybody wants to have the biggest sound, the biggest speakers, the biggest everything. But isn't there some kind of threshold when it just becomes just noise and not music? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great point.
All right.
Yes. Because I think what happens is then, especially if the bands get kind of close, then cacophony, which is what I was saying. That always happens, and sometimes you'll find one band wants to get close to another band so that they can drown them out or whatever, and they'll turn up and that's what they do.
But isn't that cheating?
No, well, usually that would happen after the Juve stuff was, like after the road match was judged. Maybe usually late in the festivities in terms of the jamming session or whatever. What you guys so quiet? What's going on?
Because I'm looking at something on the wall here, and Hugo is asking you, Jamster, what does road march says for judging? Meaning
what?
I am not quite. That's what the question says. Jamster, what does road march says for judging?
I think he means the criteria.
Oh.
Wasn't that what I just read?
SK Massive said any criticism of the road march criteria should direct it all to the band leaders, excluding small acts, as they were the only ones against it, and now people upset. Now small acts win. So I guess we should ask the other band leaders.
Let me read this before I go to the criteria. I thought this was a nice, people. You know how people always say the reasons New Vibes can't win the road match is because. But then it's performance now, so how does that doesn't...
So why is it New Vibes can't win? I want to know.
Okay, here's what this was saying. What? Where is it? Oh, Lord. This is always going to cause controversy, because... Where is it? I'm trying to find it. It was something here about New Vibes' 18-year struggle to win the road match, where they could never win because... People would say it's because, small acts bands road match victory, criteria, controversies, and Carnival realities. Why New Vibes band's 18-year struggle for the road match continues.
Wow, it's so long it's been.
Yeah. Sweetest band in the world, small acts band emerges triumphant in the road match competition of Sugar Mass 52, sparking a spirited debate within the Carnival community. As cheers echo for their victory, questions arise about the evolving criteria that determine the winner. Let's take this call before they go. Caller, go right ahead. Oh boy. Okay. Caller, go right ahead. Hey, caller, you're on.
Guys,
Hey.
the fans them ain't understand. You hear? You just read out all the things you had to do to win the road match. That's what Small Axe come out to do every year. Small Axe come out to win the road match, take the money, and then deal with the fans on the last 2 days. It's all about the money, and that's what Small Axe is about. That's why Small Axe always keep winning. Because Small Axe come to take the money, and then the 2 days belongs to their fans. And look at all the other bands. You see what Small Axe had? Small Axe had Maka Jumbi with the big Think It's national flag. They had clowns. They had a costume. And they had the fans them with the big and small national flag. And when they reach the judging point, they put on the performance to get the 20 or 25 points, which you get for performance.
Carl, to your point, I'm just reading this. Let's hear this bit here. Disappointed is expressed with new vibes for not effectively adapting to the new criteria. A stark comparison is drawn between Small Axe's visual presentation with 500 flags and New Vibes' perceived lack of effort to showcase their hit song, Ken and Bobby. The article concludes with a call for a reevaluation of the road match criteria, advocating a return to judging based on the song's popularity and playtime. It questions the appropriateness of determining the winner based on a single performance on one day, stressing that the essence of the carnival lies in the continuous and dynamic celebration over Juve and Carnival days. So I guess what they're saying is that people might, like Carla was saying, this song, she didn't think the song was as good as the other song, but
if Carla listen the song good,
but
Carla
Small
will
Axe,
see the song is speaking everything about Think It's Nevis Carnival. And Small Axe went out and put out everything that portrays Think It's Nevis Carnival. So the judges had no choice but to give Small Axe the Juve, because Small Axe came out and perform and win the Juve. And if Carla was judging this year, Carla would have given it to Small Axe after Small Axe performance yesterday. She may not have liked the song, but when she looked at the performance of Small Axe, she had no choice but to give them a winning point. Although she would have been supporting New Vibes for the thing, but what happened? New Vibes come out every year to pull 10,000 people and not to win the road match, and to have the title of the most dominant band on the road for 18 years and more. Yeah, but how many road match have you won? That's the point. Look at Grandmasters. Grandmasters has come out to win the road match. And lots of time people say New Vibes should have win it. But when you look at New Vibes perform, New Vibes just slow down, and New Vibes pulling 10,000 fans, right? And all you hear them say, put your hands up. Yeah, girl, let me see you bend over. Smaller turn into that yet. Last lap and parade the Smaller to you all of that. But Smaller make sure every year at least 2 to 3 out of every 5 years, Smaller take the road match, because they come out to do that. Win it. And then you do you lot of what you call it, GR6 on the last 2 days, which is give your fans what they want.
Okay.
So people, next year, here is the point. You have about 20 to 25 points. You have 5 minutes to perform that, to get a 25 points with your music and lyrics to win the road match. So next year, guys, Small Axe have taught you a lesson. Come out next year and try the tune, Small Axe. And we have a thing of, we have a title and a name brand of 3 Pete and so, eh? And when we were going for the 4 Pete, they take it from us, eh? Go on, guys.
All right, Carl.
Okay, Carl. But he's not wrong. And Carla summed it up nicely too. You know, it seems as though I'm gonna send you guys these articles.
So now I understand. I saw Romaine Belgrove palancing with a clown figurine yesterday. So now I understand what he was doing, and a lot of it had on at least 2 or 3 big St. Kitts flags. So now I understand what he was doing. He really palanced with that that clown paraphernalia. And I like that his clown costume was zipped up. Not that I don't like, I don't know. I like the old clown playing than the new clown playing. Because the younger generation have the mask on their head, but it's on their hair, literally, push back. And then their clown suit is halfway down. I don't understand that playing. I like the old clown playing. But to each his own, I guess. With time, things are going to change.
So this road march thing is clearly going to be controversial. And then they were saying to that, New Vibes were the only ones who wanted it based on that, and they still didn't win. That's what I think.
The song play and the following. Because as I tell you, New Vibes had everybody. But as Mr. Brown rightfully said, and now that I understand, you come out and you represent
and
what you're singing.
And you do what you have to do.
Yeah. And
so they had people with flags and, you know, if you're talking about the 2 islands, togetherness of the 2 islands, and you showcase your togetherness, pun intended, right?
So
and you do what you have to do. Hey, but I do agree with the part that about having the 2 days being used rather than just the Juve. It's kind of anticlimactic. Who said that? Was it Ira who said it was kind of anticlimactic where everything is decided on Juve?
On Juve, yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, because as everybody would have said, including Carla, what is the motivation for the other bands to come out since they know?
Exactly.
But they're fans. The motivation should be their fans and the fact that their songs are getting airplay.
Yeah.
And so I just think they should come out. The change didn't seem to be as welcome as I think it should have. I've not been in Carnival, but I'm just saying. So maybe the committee's listening, and maybe they can tweak it next year and make it a little better.
I guess everybody's tired. I'm sure they'll want to discuss it probably when they've had more rest and a little further away from the hangovers.
Then the revelers will let us know. Yeah.
Okay, guys. It's 1 minute after 10. Azard looked like he wants to go home to sleep. So
boy,
just
my
no
poor
sleeping.
co-host.
No.
My poor co-host.
No, I'm not. I got so much things that I need to complete.
You mean really now? Middle of the season? Wow.
Yeah, work never stops.
Never stops.
When you have matters to conclude, it never stops.
I know. But there's no court until like next week, right? I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they always matters, trust me.
Yeah. I know,
Oh, poor AZ. Well, I hope AZ gets back on the grind tomorrow in terms of his sleeping pattern and So
I'm fine.
Listen, the average person will say that's not him. He was too quiet today.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things happening in terms of we have the Carnival, we have other things, you know. I have to deal with
other
my
things.
business as well, you know.
Okay.
I'm a lawyer by practice, private practice, so those kind of things I have to deal with.
Okay, so he's got a lot on his mind and he only has a few days to complete it.
Yeah. So you going Panorama? No? I think I'm going. I have a ticket for it. So
once it's streamed, I'll watch it.
Oh,
once it's streamed, I'll watch it.
but
streaming pay-per-view?
You'll pay for it? Or that one will be free?
Oh,
Boy, I think
that's a good question.
Some of them, most of them are paywall. I don't know if this one will be free.
Boy, that might be a paywall since the ticket sales are up.
But I've heard really good things about Panorama, so and I'm glad to see it
live
on the come up. On the come up, like I mean,
Me
it's
too.
a
I'm
big
happy it's
thing,
back.
big thing in Antigua and Trinidad and the other islands. So good to know that we're having.
But it's been happening.
You guys want to take one call before we leave?
Sure.
Okay, sure. Hi, caller, you're live on Island T. Go ahead.
Good morning. Season greetings to all.
Hey, what's
Season's
up?
greetings.
It's been a pleasure speaking to you all during the
Thank you
past
so
year,
much.
you know, going into a new year. I just want to touch on a couple of items, issues that I've seen that we need to change on. I know we don't like changes, but James, I will start with you. Knowing that you're a DJ, I don't know what you think or how you feel. But yesterday I have had the opportunity, after trying to function at Port Zante, to walk to the circus and walk along Bank Street. Having done that, there was a stage in the middle of the road, which is still there, And I was looking at the DJ on the stage, and he was really having a good time playing music. The audience in the street was looking at the DJ. You ever see people in a trance that they're staring at the DJ, like they wondering what's going to happen next?
Mm-hmm.
And all he was playing was pure dance hall for the time that I was there. It was amazing to me to recognize that have I had been in Jamaica, in my mind, I think I will be hearing lots of reggae and maybe 2% of whatever has come next, because that is their culture.
Yeah.
But it appears as if that our culture has been hijacked. No calypso. And I could bet you, Johnston, had they let off one piece of calypso, the whole crowd would have gone crazy and wild and dancing. But instead of that, our people stood up there yesterday, like I said, a zombie. A woman who is convinced by a man that whatever he's doing is right. And so he could continue doing it. But to me, that was very abusive to the people. They came out, they wanted to have a good time, and the DJ had a good time by himself. And to me, that was not good.
You know, someone commented saying that we'll play more outside music than the local music. Oh, wow. Someone commented and said that to me.
They haven't played one piece of calypso. None. None. So I think that our carnival in that aspect have been hijacked.
Okay.
The other thing is that that I see is that we need again, and I will say it again, before coming on to carnival, we need to have a buzz in commercial activities. Commerce must exist. And that's the time people make money, that's the time people spend money, and that's the time people buy things. And I think that your commercial center should give a free access to calculate and think, because a lot of times people take home things that they don't need. And to me, the hardest job to do is to spend money. When you're spending your money and people around you making a lot of noise, you don't have the privilege to think because of all the noise and the confusion that is going on around you. And people need to think. And so they make hastily decisions, which shouldn't happen. So in my mind, I think you should move the railway and the dive away from the commercial center and let commerce have its activity, and they can function side by side. Now that we're in a carnival mode, from today down and on up, I don't mind that you have carnival because it's only going to last for a week. But people money only lasts for a certain time either, too. So we should be able to balance the act and have carnival and commerce side by side. And they should not have to be mixing with each other. And that is what I think. Jamster, while you're playing music, look at the audience. It's not for you. It's for the audience of whom you play for.
I agree.
And I do hope you have a wonderful year. If I don't speak to you again, a wonderful Christmas. Enjoy your carnival. Everyone stay safe.
Yes.
And don't be shy. Nobody knows you until they find out who you are.
Same to you. Same to you. Okay.
So that was the final call as you had it.
I agree with him because it's something I've never liked. As a DJ, I always make a point of, I used to play for Bob Z down on 4th Street, like Juve, and we used to go until like 5 in the afternoon. And I always made a point, I don't think I ever played reggae. I played all the local music.
And that's how it should be during this time.
I don't understand
in particular
why these... And the thing is, the dancehall isn't even that compelling.
Maybe
no,
to
the
us,
soca is way sweeter than
maybe to us, but
know?
to whom? But as he said,
No,
they
but-
were in a zombie-like state, so maybe they were like, "What is he playing?" and not telling him anything, while he enjoys himself up there and the people suffers below.
I know.
And one voice makes a difference. So I hope somebody stands up if they hear somebody else playing dancehall for the rest of the season and say, "Done with that." Check us after the second.
Maybe I need to watch it. They might, the fraternity might come and beat me up or something.
Oh, jeez. Well, to the Federation, have a great hump day, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yes, same time,
same place.
Okay, great.
Island T.